So I'm first going to get started with the Urban Decay Perma Potion from lid to brow. I already did that, and I'm going to take the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. I'm going to put that at the back of the brow arch and in the inner tear duct, and about this much far on the lid, just to keep it really bright and happy, light. That way a few more eye shapes can wear the look. And just blend that out with my finger. I'm going to take another cream color base. I just tend to take these because these are the most affordable. And I'm going to take a NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Purple Velvet. There are other pot paints, creams, whatever, but whatever you want to take. So I'm just going to smooth out Purple Velvet using the warmth of my hand. The trick with these is that they're so creamy, so it's best just to put on as little as possible when you're applying them anywhere near the crease. So now I'm just going to take the Sugarpill's Chromalust in Weekender. It's just a mid-tone medium purple that has teal and pink sparkle. And I'm just taking a Dilution Tool 777, which is just a flat, stiff shader brush. And we're going to be packing that all over Purple Velvet. Just the Purple Velvet, not the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk that we placed in sort of that inner piece of the eyelid. I'm just going to be packing that on. Sorry for the non-tutorial eye. That usually only happens if a friend or family member walks in or if I forget to press record. So just pack that all over the lid. You can see it on the other eye. And I'm going to be taking Paper Doll, which is just sort of a kind of like a creamy pinky purple lavender color. So if you're looking for one of these that's vegan, this is a nice one to have. Kind of reminds me of Makeup Forever's number 9, which is just a nice sort of pink tone lavender. And we're just going to be placing that in the inner portion of the lid, covering up a small portion of the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. We're still going to leave this little area open right there a little bit. And then just sort of feather it in a little bit on top of Weekender, just in the inner portion to brighten that up. I'm going to take this crease shade, this peachy shade in the Wet n Wild Eye Heart Matte palette. If you don't have this palette, you can still get the Wet n Wild Vanity while it's still available. I'm going to be taking this blender brush, the e.l.f. Mineral Blender Brush, and I'm just going to blend out the crease using that peachy color. Just to give it a really smooth finish, and that just kind of helps the Chromalust eyeshadows to look a little bit softer. Now I'm going to be taking a little bit of this crease shade that's in here. I'm just going to be grabbing a little bit of that on my blender brush, and we're just going to blend out the deep socket of the eyelid. And using little circular motions to sort of move the crease color in. And I'm just going to take this sort of deeper purple color here, kind of a nice dupe of Makeup Forever's number 92. And we're just going to place that on top of the brown so it'll give it a plummy sort of effect. Using little circular motions to sort of give it an even kind of polished, finished blend. And then I always like to take my makeup remover wipe, just sort of pop my finger into the center of it, and then just sort of use my finger and makeup remover wipe to smooth away excess pigment. So I never put on foundation first. If you do, you can always use a Q-tip. I'm going to take that nudie Browbone shade right here. It's just sort of a malty, sort of brulee-ish type color. And we're just going to pat down the brow bone arch. So if you took the crease up too high, mine's a little high, but that does sort of help create a nice kind of fun party look. You can always leave it a little bit lower if you want to take this from office to evening. It's up to you exactly how far you want to go with the look. I'm just going to blend down the brow bone to keep the look looking like a professional MUA did it. I'm going to take this white Browbone color and we're just going to place this on top in the arch only. And then you can always add a little bit in the inner tear duct. And turning the paddle brush on its side, you can always just sort of angle it up and smooth it out. That way it looks very clean and polished right up against the nose area. I'm going to take just a little bit of Sugarpill's Chromalust in Lumi, which is their version of a highlighter white. It's just got teal glitter in it. And I'm just taking the e.l.f. Small smudge brush, and we're going to place a little bit of that in the inner corner. And then just pull it down a little ways across the lower lash line. Like so. And then if you want, you can always put a little bit in the arch of the brow bone. This actually looks really pretty when you turn your head and you see a little pop of teal. Sorry. Hey guys, you can cool it down. I'm going to take a little bit of the Sugarpill's Chromalust in Stella. And it's just this black with all these amazing rainbow sparkles. Always looking for another thicker, inkier black or a really unique black like this one. I'm just going to press that in my outer corner using that 777 brush I used to pack on Weekender. And then just sort of feather it out. These blend in pretty easily, so should be no trouble. If it's not blending well, you could just take that same brush that already has some pigment on there and that'll easily blend that out. I'm going to take a little bit of Urban Decay's 24/7 liquid liner in Perversion, and we're just going to line the upper lash line. And we're just going to start in the middle of the upper lash line. I think mine is almost out. Just try to shake it up really good if yours is almost out. And we're just going to line as close as we can. There's no need for thick liner with this look. I think the shimmer speaks for itself. I'm going to take a little bit of Mary Kay's black eyeliner in Black Noir. And we're just going to line the waterline. If you really have smaller eyes, I would suggest taking a nude liner for this part. That'll really help kind of keep the eye still very, very dramatic, but a little more open. I did take the matte palette and I set the black liner with a little bit of black eyeshadow just to keep it on all day long. And I smudged a little bit of the black liner onto my lower lash line because I'm going to put a little bit of Weekender on the lower lash line. I think these Chromalusts are beautiful on the lower lash line because they really kind of help pop open the eye, make it sparkle. And I like to use the same shade I used on the lid for the lower lash line a lot of the time because it kind of helps bring the whole look together. So just a little bit of Weekender. Now for lashes, I'm just going to take the Too Faced Size Queen Double Helix Wand Mascara. I believe there's only one color available, so I'm just going to be taking that fun brush that I hope I'll have a review on it soon. I'm just going to go into the lashes, lengthen them up, and be right back. So for the face, I took my Mary Kay Timewise Luminous Wear. It produces just a gorgeous glow, especially when you're taking pictures. So even if you have a dark, smoky eye that may even have taken a turn where it looks really harsh, this will help sort of make you look really healthy. So I love that. And I've been setting it with Pumpkin and Poppy Cosmetics foundation. This is in Cashew. This is in Ivory 4. If you're not sure what your color is, I can order you samples. Same thing with Veggie Beauty. She can order you some samples as well. So I've just been loving that combination because it gives me just this sort of luminous yet sort of matte look to the face. So that way I can choose if I want some shimmery blush or some matte blush depending on what look I'm going for. But for this look I'm going to take a matte blush just because the eyes are so glittery. I'm going to be taking Illamasqua's Hussy, using an e.l.f. stippling brush just to get a little bit of that color. I'm going to start at the back of the hairline and just kind of stipple it on. use whatever motion like works best for you. And then I'm just gonna stroke the color back a little bit. Just a little bit of color, maybe even pack a little bit of setting powder over it again, just a lightweight amount. Now for my highlight, I'm going to take Too Faced's Absolutely Invisible Candlelight. This pretty much only radiates when you turn your head and in light, but I think that with the Christmas lights going at like a festive party or even like a New Year's party where the ball's dropping, all those lights are going to help set this off. And I do have a blog post review of this, which I can link in the down bar. And I'm just going to smooth that on at the back of my cheekbone, keeping in mind this is going to look a lot starker when the light hits it. And it's pretty much just an invisible powder with a lightly spun gleam to it. Now I'm going to put on Mary Kay's lip liner in Neutral, and it's just a nude brown. I'm just going to line my lips and fill them in. Pretty much giving this lip liner a beating, using it all up. Sleek lipstick from the Sheen line in Barely There. And then a little bit of Pumpkin & Poppy Cosmetics Miss Kitty Moisturizing Lip Gloss. This is her first lip gloss she came out with. It smells really good. Pretty much just smells like fruit. And then just smooth it out. And just kind of gives for like a nice sort of more of a natural version of a nude pout. So I hope that you enjoyed this fun holiday look. You could wear it for Christmas or New Year's. It's kind of where I'm going with some of these Christmas looks. Just more festive party-ish. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching.